Fox, the Chevrolet Auto and Truck Discount Center.
So I came to Fox because my dad got a good deal on a Blazer. And my mother suggested that I come down here to Fox.
My wife got a car here earlier this year.
I didn't get the pressure that I felt other places.
My salesperson was beautiful.
I just bought a car.
Now at Fox Chevrolet, 4.9% GM financing or rebates up to $1,000.
Fox, the Chevrolet Auto and Truck Discount Center.
Oh, baby, won't you play me the jazz hot navy and don't ever let it end. Don't know whether it's morning or night, only know it's sounding right. So come on in and play me the jazz hot baby, 'cause I love my jazz hot. When you play me the jazz hot baby, you're holding my soul together. Don't know whether it's morning or night, only know it sounds right. So come on in and play me the jazz hot baby, 'cause I love my jazz hot. The jazz hot.
We now return to Greer Garson in Mrs. Miniver. Mrs. Miniver will continue in just a moment.
Do yourself a favor, don't settle for nothing less. Get out and get yourself on the road to success.
Get the hands-on training and technical skills you'll need to get a good job as a dieseler auto technician. Get out of that dead-end job. Take charge of your life and your future. Call the Diesel Institute today.
Get yourself on the road to success.
Call 522-6600, 522-6600.
Physicians at University Hospital are seeking insulin-dependent diabetic patients for a study to determine whether improved control of blood sugar can prevent complications. Participants should be between 13 and 39 years of age with a 1 to 5 year history of diabetes and with no serious complications. For more information, call 328-3413. If you have an item of interest for the community, send it to WNUV TV Community News, 3001 Druid Park Drive, Baltimore, 21215.
They're complete opposites.
Eerie, isn't it?
One's a little old-fashioned.
Me? Don't be silly.
The other's thoroughly modern.
She must be fabulous.
It's an unlikely attraction,
Am I the only one in this house that think this idea is crazy?
but it's a fairy tale friendship.
Good night, Tinkerbell. Good night, Captain Hook.
On Kate and Allie.
Weeknights at 7:30 on Independent, Baltimore 54, WNUV.
I was searching for an answer when I reached out and found Narcotics Anonymous. I came to my first NA meeting in defeat. I didn't know what to expect.
Surrounded by fellow addicts, I realized I was not alone. I heard them talk about the same feelings I was afraid to share.
Recovery is what happens at NA meetings. It is possible to stop using drugs.
Call Narcotics Anonymous. We can help.
In Baltimore, call 947-8028. In the Bay Area, call 301-267-8952.
Should your name be on this envelope? It should if you or someone you love is age 50 to 80, and it will be addressed to you if you call now for this important information. Free information about a life insurance policy designed especially for men and women age 50 to 80. Life insurance with no physical examination and no medical questions. You cannot be turned down regardless of your health or for any reason. And your premium will be $6.95 a month and will never increase. Colonial Penn Life Insurance Company wants to send you the important information in this envelope, and it's free. So if you're age 50 to 80 and thought it would be difficult to buy life insurance, Shouldn't you call now? Here's the number.
For free information in the mail, call 1-800-367-3600. This is a free call. 1-800-367-3600.
Hold, please. Everybody and his brother wants to be on Relatively Speaking, the hilarious new game show where an all-star panel tries to guess the famous relatives of everyday people.
I had a really big uncle who introduced the Beatles.
Hold on.
Elvis Presley.
There's money, laughs, and great prize.
I've got a famous little sister.
Yeah. So don't miss Relatively Speaking.
Harry Houdini was my uncle. He was the greatest magician.
Well, can you prove you're Houdini's nephew? You're on the show.
Relatively Speaking, you'll laugh till they cry uncle.
Weeknights at 10:30 on WNUV.
Baltimore City Health Department's Bureau of Health Education and Promotion will host 3 seminars highlighting the contributions of Black Americans on Wednesdays during February from noon until 1:30 in the afternoon at 303 East Fayette. For more information, call 396-1443. That's 396-1443. If you have an item of interest for the community, send it to WNUV TV Community News, 3001 Druid Park Drive, Baltimore, 21215. It's hot and heavy on the Love Connection, tomorrow night at 11 on Baltimore 54, WNUV TV.
We now return to Greer Garson in Mrs. Miniver. Mrs. Miniver will continue in just a moment.
Well, there just might be something to it.
Ben Randall, commenting on Time Life's popular series, Mysteries of the
I've always
Unknown.
been a little curious about unexplained phenomena.
Because of personal experiences?
What do you mean?
Well, like, for example, can you sense when something's about to happen?
Oh, yeah, I mean, everyone's a little psychic, but,
What about UFOs?
I don't know. Lots of people swear they've seen them.
Ever experienced deja vu?
Sort of. Like, I went into this old 19th century farmhouse, and I just knew I'd been there before.
In another life?
I'm not ready for that.
Ready for this?
Mystic places?
Uh-huh. It's from Time Life. Talks about things like the Nazca lines. Were they runways for alien spaceships? And did those aliens interbreed with the ancient Peruvians?
Did they?
Read the book. Read about the medieval warriors who appeared before Stephen Jenkins in 1936. Then he saw him again 38 years later.
That true?
Read the book. Read about Aleister Crowley and his bride. They spent a honeymoon night in the King's Chamber of the Great Pyramid.
What happened?
Read the book. Read about Cyrus Teeth's belief that people live in the center of the earth. Admiral Byrd looked into it. Know what he found?
I know. Read the book.
Read Mystic Places. It's yours free for 10 days. If you keep it, other volumes will follow, one about every other month. You'll receive Psychic Powers, followed by Psychic Voyages and Phantom Encounters. Every volume written by experts. They give you all the information, so you can decide for yourself.
I've decided. I'm ready to order.
The books?
The books and the food. Waiter?
To order your first book, Mystic Places, call 1-800-332-6600. Examine it for 10 days. Keep it and pay just $12.99 plus $3.23 shipping and handling. Other books will follow, one about every other month. Keep only the ones you want. Cancel anytime. Call 1-800-332-6600.
40 West Mazda has factory cash rebates on 89 Mazda 323s of $400. That's a $400 cash rebate paid directly to you. 40 West has $750 factory cash rebates on every 89 Mazda pickup truck. Again, paid directly to you. That's just unbeatable. Factory incentives make purchasing a sporty Mazda a snap. And again, the selection has never been better. Baltimore's automotive import supermarket discounter. 40 West Mazda, Volkswagen, Subaru. 6624 Baltimore National Pike.
Oh, baby, won't you play me the jazz hot, maybe, and don't ever let it end. Don't know whether it's morning or night, only know it's sounding right. So come on in and play me the jazz hot.
We now return to Greer Garson in Mrs. Miniver. Mrs. Miniver will continue in just a moment.
Hitler, Goering, Himmler, and Goebbels, the leaders of the Nazi Party. Why did millions follow them? Time and Life were there, covering the events, and now you can benefit from their unique perspective in The Third Reich, a new series from Time Life Books. You'll discover fresh insights into these disturbing personalities and learn even more about their devastating influence on Germany and the world. Hermann Goering directed Germany's economy and restored its military might while embezzling millions from European banks. Heinrich Himmler turned a ceremonial guard into the SS, a force so deadly it would terrorize all of Europe. Joseph Goebbels twisted patriotism into hate, destroying millions of innocent lives in the process. And Adolf Hitler, the man who dragged an obscure political party from the Depression to domination to destruction. Examine your first book, The SS, free for 10 days. Learn how Hitler deftly used this elite guard in his rise to power. You'll receive other books on the same trial basis. Books like The Armies Unleashed, a vivid account of battles and strategies, with never-before-published photographs from Time Life's archives. And Descent into Nightmare, about the desperate months preceding the collapse of the mighty Reich. Call this number to receive The SS, your first book in this unflinching look at the Third Reich.
Call 1-800-342-6200 to order your first book, The SS. Examine it for 10 days free. Keep it and pay only $14.99 plus shipping and handling. Other books will follow on the same trial basis, one about every other month. Keep only those you want, cancel anytime. Satisfaction guaranteed. That's 1-800-342-6200.
Do yourself a favor, don't settle for nothing less. Get out and get yourself on the road to success.
Get the training and behind-the-wheel experience you'll need to get on the nation's highways as a truck driver. Get out of that dead-end job. Take charge of your life and your future. Call the Diesel Institute today.
Get yourself on the road to success.
Call 522-6600, 522-6600.
Schiller's Furniture and Appliance Stores, with 2 locations, is having a week-long Washington's Birthday Appliance Sale. Schiller's offers a Whirlpool family-size washer and dryer combination for just $5.98. A Gibson 17-cubic-foot frost-free refrigerator, only $4.68, and that's delivered to your home. Schiller's week-long Washington's Birthday celebration features a Tappan 0.4-cubic-foot microwave for only $99. Schiller's Furniture and Appliance, 2 locations, Dundalk and Brooklyn. Call for directions or just stop in. Schiller's.
Have you ever noticed how some things just belong together?
Yeah, like milk and cookies.
Like champagne and caviar.
Like sugar and spice.
Or sweet and sour.
Black and white.
How about right and wrong?
Right and left.
Let's not forget about law and order.
Okay, tough and tender.
Yeah, TNT.
He's Turner, she's Taylor. Together, they're TNT.
Saturday night at 6:30 on Baltimore 54.
20 minutes ago, this man's last shred of dignity was stripped right off his back. Where do you go when your world is this cold, this cruel? He got help at the Salvation Army. They got help from the United Way. Thank God the United Way got help from you. The United Way, it brings out the best in all of us.
It's indescribably delicious. Three's Company, weeknights at 6 and 7 on WNUV.
We now return to Greer Garson in Mrs. Miniver. Mrs. Miniver will continue in just a moment.
Don't get caught behind the legal rights 8-ball. Injury on the job or in an auto accident does not guarantee you financial compensation. Effective legal representation is a must, and Neil Lewis, attorney at law, is effective, recovering millions of dollars for his clients. When you call the 24-hour Lewis Law Line, you don't get handed over to staff or associates. You talk with Neil Lewis.
Call my Lewis Law Line and we'll discuss your case. There's no consultation charge and I receive no fee unless we win.
Planned Parenthood of Maryland is seeking volunteers to represent the agency at upcoming community and school-based health fairs. Training sessions and orientation materials will be provided. For more information, call 576-1400, extension 332. That's 576-1400, extension 332. If you have an item of interest for the community, send it to WNUV TV Community News. 3001 Druid Park Drive, Baltimore, 21215.
The brightest stars, the hottest videos. Ride the red-hot rails of rhythm and soul. Don Cornelius hosts Soul Train.
Saturdays at 4 on WNUV.
America's highways have become a battle zone. More people have died on our roads because of drugs and alcohol than in all the wars ever fought by our country.
Isn't it time we stop the killing? Please, don't drink or use drugs when you drive.
If you need entertainment for your wedding, party, or any special occasion, and Disco Dan isn't what you had in mind, and the wrong band could ruin everything, call the pros. The pros are professional disc jockeys who can be whatever you want us to be. A wedding or a formal affair, oldies or big band night, rock and roll or theme party. Call the pros. You'll like our prices too. Dial 215 the pros in Pennsylvania or 1-800-THE-PROS for an office near you.
Keep track of your blood pressure. Get your free blood pressure screening at Baltimore County General Hospital Wednesday, March 1st between 2 and 6 in the afternoon in the Administrative Services Building. For more information, call 521-5968. That's 521-5968. If you have an item of interest for the community, send it to WNUV TV Community News. 3001 Druid Park Drive, Baltimore, 21215.
Hi, I'm Tracy Gold in Baltimore City, and I'm going to let you in on a secret. Having sex won't make you feel like an adult. It won't solve any of your problems or help you cope with the growing pains of school, friends, and family. What having sex will probably do is lead to heartache, disease, and unwanted pregnancy. Everyone wants to fit in with the crowd. But this year, over 1 million teens will get pregnant, and most teen mothers will never finish high school or go to college. Many will live below the poverty level and have little hope for job advancement. Do you really want to fit in with that crowd? If you're afraid you might lose your boyfriend or girlfriend because you won't have sex, ask yourself what they really wanted out of the relationship in the first place. Not having sex doesn't make you strange or different. It makes you special. Your life is precious. Remember, it's okay to say no. Might be the best decision you've ever made.
We now return to Greer Garson in Mrs. Miniver. Mrs. Miniver will continue in just a moment.
Hard to find four-wheel drive 89 Subaru station wagons with automatic? 40 West Subaru has them, along with special discounted financing on every wagon and sedan in stock to qualified buyers. Compare the no-gimmick, no-come-on approach of 40 West Subaru and save on 89 four-wheel drive Subaru Justies with automatic for as low as $74.97. Factory incentives? 40 West Subaru has them, up to $1,500 on selected models. 40 West Subaru Volkswagen Mazda, 6624 Baltimore National Pike.
I remember when my social life was flat. Women were afraid to give me a second look. Then I discovered Mr. Ray, with over 20 years' experience in making people like you and me look their absolute best. He gave me the confidence I needed to take on the world, and the rest is history. Let Mr. Ray give you the look that counts at 2700 West Cold Spring Lane in Baltimore and 7908 Georgia Avenue in Silver Spring. You'll be glad you did.
Baltimore City Life Museums is looking for senior citizens over age 55 to participate in a training program to develop marketable skills used in the museum field. The program will last about 8 weeks this spring, and a travel stipend and job placement are provided. For more information, call 396-9910. That's 396-9910. If you have an item of interest for the community, send it to WNUV TV Community News, 3001 Druid Park Drive, Baltimore, 21215.
Each year, 60,000 men and women die of colon cancer. But it's 90% curable if treated early. Maybe we should get a checkup.
Honey, I have more important things to worry about right now.
If you have 1 free hour a week, become a friendly visitor for the Commission on Aging and Retirement Education Volunteer Services Office. Volunteers for all ages are being sought to visit lonely residents in Baltimore City nursing homes. For more information, call 396-1762. That's 396-1762. If you have an item of interest for the community, send it to WNUV TV Community News, 3001 Druid Park Drive, Baltimore, 21215.
We now return to Greer Garson in Mrs. Miniver.
Hi, I'm Don Blue, host of the all-new Gong Show. Join me right here every day for all the fun and craziness. That's the Gong Show, the show that separates the talented from the crazy and then puts them on the same show.